everywhere culture is the major barrier. Global, as a global strategy.
Of course, yeah, it would be a big barrier. It would be a big problem. It would be something that would need to be, but it can also be used for the benefit, because marketing is best done if you manage to personalize it.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? So, so it's not necessarily bad if you take a different, but it's got to be work. It's a lot more work. So you just got to do the campaign, rework it for Italy, for France, for everywhere.
But you will. What I use from your strategy, if we make a global strategy as integrated marketing communication for one organization, so that will be focused according to each and every country culture.
You need to have a global strategy, but it with some basic goals and I suppose vision, but it needs to be adaptable in each nation.
Oh,
yeah.
So in marketing you say that you think globally and act globally.
Absolutely, yes.
And if design is successful in the UK and global, so here's the second question. Last time discussed about either IMC is successful in the UK and global level. What do you think about this?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's something that's used. Virgin, for instance, in my mind, is one of the biggest brands. It is a British brand. It's a global brand. It does banking, airline, flights, lots of different things, communications, mobile communications. It does a lot, and it is a very successful UK brand that is global as well. So it's something that can be done, it can be achieved. It's not something that is achieved by everyone. There's certain companies that do manage to achieve it, and they are successful.
What do you think that Virgin follows the IMC strategy?
Of course, very much so. Yes, it really does. I mean, they cover a lot of different types of marketing.
How IMC communication enhances consumer? No, it's just a check. You are promoting and getting into the consumer through wide marketing, as you have last time said to me. So what do you think? This certain of activities influence on consumers or not? Especially in buying behavior.
Well, it does. I mean, it will always influence. It's how much, if the brand is projected up and has greater esteem because of marketing, because of the marketing of that brand, customers will be happier to spend more. It's the sort of Harrods effect, where tourists will go to Harrods and they'll buy anything that is because it's got the Harrods logo, because they went to Harrods, because they want to show people that they went to Harrods. They'll even buy something just to have the bag, and so some companies manage to use marketing to leverage and actually get customers not only to spend more but change their whole behaviour. You'd go and buy. I've been to Harrods myself, and I bought a tea in Harrods that cost me quite a lot of money. I would never have bought that tea from any other shop, but I bought it from Harrods because it has this
some sort of esteem which you
exactly. So the way you portray your brand and it can have an effect on customer behaviour, absolutely, and it can be negative or positive.
No, but here if we look at some of the established brands have got a position in the market. So if a new venture, there's like a new organization come up with a full-fledged IMC activities and strategy, What do you think? They will be successful or not to change their consumer behavior?
Well, just IMC strategy on itself is not the only thing. It's got to be a good strategy, and the whole point of IMC, from what you explained to me, is covering all the bases and doing everything, and that's not necessarily, it's not about doing everything. It's about doing what you can do well and in a manner in which it will be received by the public correctly, and in a and have benefit for the company.
Yeah, Jake, I'm just wondering about is IMC can change rather than the established brand. If you come with a new brand, you just to launch a brand and backed by IMC, would it be get a major chunk of the cake in this current situation? But I think it's a very competitive.
Well, right. If you're competing against companies that are already using a complete marketing, solution, then you have to adopt the same strategy. It won't be noticed. So to tell it depends on the industry. It depends on what customer base you're seeking. But if you don't approach it with when your competitors are already doing it, then you'll never get anywhere. But it's not a guaranteed foothold. It's not that I will implement IMC and so I will get my pie, my share of the industry. It doesn't work like that. It's got to be correct, and it only needs one thing to capture the public's imagination. It could be just one television advert. I'll give you for instance. In the last year, the most successful TV advert has been the Meerkat advert. The Meerkat advert has been the most successful advertising campaign in the UK. They do lots of other advertising methods. They advertise in magazines, they advertise on the internet. But it's that advert that has won them a larger share of the market than they had before. It was just that one thing. So, but without covering all the bases with IMC, you don't know which one will actually succeed. But you only need one to succeed to capture the for it to work. But you can't put all your eggs in one basket and say, right, okay, we're going to do TV advertising, because it might not be the TV advert. It could be the radio advert, or it could be the.
It's not sure that which one IMC company at what time.
Yeah.
The consumer mind. So
well, it's
definitely.
It's to a degree it's gambling.
Would you recommend the IMC companies works according to age groups?
Well, yeah. I mean, certain people, older people, will not. They will not be able to. They will not be receptive to all forms of media, blogs and stuff like that. Absolutely.
But
you've got to target your audience. You've got to use the right media for the right audience.
But what do you think is seem successful in pharmaceutical side promotion, because there are some restrictions?
Well, there's restrictions, so it's different. It's difficult. It doesn't work like that.
To fully.
No, you can't. It doesn't. No. If pure what you're saying about IMC, no, you can't. You can't do a complete strategy
for pharmaceuticals.
No, it's illegal in this country. In America, it's okay. New Zealand, it's okay, but not in this country.
Okay, there's the restrictions are not that much where you can implement as a fully strategy, I would say, for your products, promotion, and other sort of activities like that. As a strategy, I mean. But in UK, it's not possible.
I can't do I can't do a TV advert, for instance. Okay. It's impossible. If I could, but I wouldn't get my message across. It would be confused. People wouldn't understand it. It just doesn't. So it's like I said. To me, see is a theory. Okay. It doesn't work in reality. because no company can use everything. Yeah. To me, IMC is just marketing, and is adopting whatever you need to adopt to do public relations, and it covers everything. If IMC is a sort of to me, it's a word that
Yeah, but basically,
it doesn't mean anything. It's just an integrated marketing approach. It's using, as soon as you use two forms of marketing, you're using IMC because you're using more than one thing. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So effectively, it's something. It's just not putting all your eggs in one basket. It's not. But it's,
but what you
you
need,
can't
you have
do
to
everything.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
So, but if we come to this statement, what you have said, so in this way, we can say that we can implement IMC in pharmaceutical products, because there you just there is
By the means of by the meaning of IMC as having more than one marketing approach, then yes. I mean, it's something that every company needs to do. At least, not because you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. You know, it's like saying I'm going to make one big advert, but I'm going to do a poster campaign, and I'm going to put all my money on one poster in Shepherd's Bush. You know, whereas you could say, okay, for that £1,000, I can make 100 posters and put them all over London. You know, it's that sort of. It's just not putting all your eggs in one basket. It's covering more bases, and for that reason, everyone needs to use an integrated marketing approach. Yes.
The acceptance ratio is higher side, or the people are not just facing problem just to recall the brands, because there is a last time we have said that fragmentation is there due to IMC, because a lot of TV channels,